You want to help me cut the basil, Eden?
Yeah.
So Eden and I are going to be collecting the basil for our pesto. You want to help me cut this one? Here you go. You can help me cut this one. You ready? We're going to cut it down. The basil and the peppers.
Can I put it in the basket?
Sure. The basil and the peppers seem to be the only thing that we have surviving in this heat. And it was actually kind of cloudy there for a second. Chance of rain today. Looks like the sun's starting to come out. So we're going to get this basil all harvested and we're going to get in the kitchen and make some pesto.
It is too early.
It is early, isn't it? Well, Eden and I made it back in from the garden from picking our basil. But we had a few errands to run. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. And I am getting the basil ready in the bowl. Darren's going to be coming home soon, and I am going to be making some pesto chicken and probably some zucchini noodles or zoodles. We're going to have a lovely meal. So let me go ahead and get these basil all off of the stems and in the bowl. Okay, I have about 4 cups of the basil. Kind of put it down in the bowl and kind of mash down. Get it all ready for the rest of the ingredients to be put in the blender. Okay, so into the processor, I'm going to add my 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to go ahead and get those chopped up. Okay, so now in the blender, take this off. I'm going to take my basil and get it all packed down in there. 4 cups of basil. Scoot it over, hopefully you can see it. This is a great way to use your basil in the garden. We have only 2 plants, and I'm telling you, it gives us more basil than what we know what to do with. So go ahead and put my pine nuts in. And then I'm gonna put the lid on. I am gonna pulse it for just a second. Make sure I get this thing on there good. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my cheese in. 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. This is smelling wonderful. Trying to get that done before Darren gets home from work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my blender lid back on. Well, let me go ahead and put my salt and pepper in there. So I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon, just a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of pepper. Now you can adjust the salt and pepper to your taste. Also the nuts, if you're allergic to nuts, I have a son-in-law who's allergic to nuts, and I would leave the nuts out for him. Get this back on and turn it on low. I'm going to turn it off just for a second so you can hear what I'm saying. Is I'm going to drizzle in the olive oil and then we're going to be done. So making pesto is very easy. All you needed were the 4 cups of basil, 3 cloves of garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 cup of olive oil, and 1/3 cup of nuts of your choice. And if you have, like I said, if you have a food allergy, leave the nuts out, and there you go, you have your pesto. Blend it up in a blender. Couldn't be any simpler than that, and I feel good because I went and got something out of the garden and I'm putting it on the table for my family to eat. Thank you for stopping by our homestead. God bless.